Hi, it's Carlos from RC Advisor. I wanted to talk today about all the changes that I have planned for the next prototype of Kilo3D. This is the first prototype and it flew and it was okay. Definitely nose heavy, which is why I couldn't flare and I broke the nose, which is fixable, but there's a lot of changes that I want to make anyway. And I think this one came out at about 29 ounces and my goal all along was about 25 ounces. And I want, for 3D flying, weight is just very critical. So I want to get it lighter and I know I can. And there's a few things that I have in mind to get the weight down. I was using a 2200 milliamp hour battery. I'm going to switch to 1300. That's going to save me at least 2 ounces there. I was using a bit of wood for support, and the wood works well and it's very inexpensive, but it's a little bit heavy. So I have these two really high quality carbon fiber hollow tubes. They're actually kite spars. They're from Goodwin Kites. And you know, the smaller one is about 7 millimeter diameter. The bigger one is almost 10 millimeter. And I know the smaller one weighs like maybe 15 grams. I haven't weighed the big one, but it's not much more. So I'm planning on using, well, the other change, I mean, this one, the root of the wing on this one was 2 inches, because it was about like 5 layers of 10 millimeter cell foam 88. But it's a very draggy design. I noticed it was just really hard to gain speed. I tried to do a loop and it basically kind of stopped. So I want to make the wing thinner. That's also going to save me some weight. So I'm still going to keep the 10 millimeter cell foam as the main part of the wing, because I think that worked well. But then instead of having 2 layers of 10 millimeter as support or as the step, I'm going to have just 1 layer of 5 millimeters. So it's going to be quite a bit thinner. And of course I'm going to save weight. And then instead of having 2 wooden round dowels, I'm going to have just this one carbon fiber support, which is, this is really nice and strong and stiff. So I think that should work very nicely. And then I'm going to use the bigger tube on the fuselage as the support. So this is going to go under the wing. The other one is going to be on top, so that they don't get in each other's way. So this is going to go right under the wing in the fuselage. I think it should work very nicely. I'm going to switch. These were 10 millimeter control surfaces, they worked okay, but they're just a little bit heavy. I think I'm going to switch to balsa. I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be 1/8 or what, you know, 5/32 or what. I haven't figured it out. But that's also going to save me some weight. And I was using a couple of big 20-gram servos on the ailerons, because that's what I had. But now I've got this very nice, I want to go to digital servos. So this is about a 12-gram digital servo, and this one is about a 6-gram digital servo, and I like both of them. So the smaller one is going to go in the tail, this one is going to go in the ailerons. This one has metal gears, so it should work well for the ailerons. I'm going to switch to industrial strength control linkages. I think there was a little bit of slap in there before, which I didn't like. It's not the type of handling that I want for this airplane. So I got some Dubro, control rods and control horns. I got some easy links that I'm thinking of using, but I also got some easy connectors, which I haven't been a fan of them in the past. But I got some Loctite thread locker, which I think should take care of that, so they don't get loose on me. The testing that I did before was with an 11.5 prop, and I knew it was a little bit small, but I was just playing it safe. I've done some bench testing. The 11.5 pulls about 16 amps, but this is a 12.6 APC, and this one pulls like 21, and the maximum rating on the motor is 22. So that sounds perfect. So I'm going to switch to 12.6. That should give me a lot of power, which is what I want. So overall, the airplane is going to be at least as stiff as it was before. Oh, I'm also thinking of tapering the fuselage, because before it had to be pretty much square because of the dowels on the end, but not anymore. So now I'm going to be able to round the front of the fuselage so that it doesn't dig in like it did before. but also do some tapering in the back, save some weight towards the tail. So it's going to be as stiffer than the old one. I'm going to end up saving, I think, at least 5 ounces overall. So this should be an amazing airplane. I'm also thinking of stretching the wingspan. You know, the wingspan on this one was 36 with very little taper, I think 0.8 taper. So I'm thinking of going to 40 inches and tapering out to like 0.6 just for better span efficiency and weight efficiency. These rods are 32.5, but I think it'll be okay. You know, I'm talking about maybe just 3 or 4 inches of the wing beyond this, so I think it'll work out. So anyway, I'm really excited. The only downside is that I don't have the 1300 amp hour batteries. So I have 3 on order. It's going to be a couple of weeks before they get here. I'm trying to see if I can borrow some from my friend, but otherwise I may have to put this aside for a little bit while I sort out the battery, the situation. Of course, I'll get to build it and you know, make sure I'm really happy with the design before the battery gets here. So till next time.